This young boy ignored his mother's warning. What happened next shocked the village. Long ago, near the banks of the river Ethiopia in Delta State, there lived a young boy named Obina. It was a quiet village where everyone knew each other, and stories traveled faster than the wind. Obina was not born into wealth. His father died when he was still very young, leaving his mother, Mama Uju, to raise him alone. Mama Uju was a hard-working woman. Every morning before the sun came out, she carried her calabash of palm oil to the market. Every evening, she returned home tired, her wrapper stained with oil, but her spirit strong. From childhood, Obina was known for two things. He was very intelligent, but he had no patience. Obina hated waiting. If food was cooking, he complained. If rain delayed farm work, he became angry. If success didn't come quickly, he lost hope. Mama Uju warned him many times. She would say, "My son, life is like palm fruit. If you harvest it before it is ripe, the oil will be bitter." But Obina never listened. When Obina turned 18, rumors began to spread through the village. People whispered about a man called Chief Odili, who lived deep inside the forest. They said he could make people rich overnight. Some claimed he used charms. Others said he had spiritual powers. What everyone agreed on was this: people who visited Chief Odili came back wealthy, but changed. Some returned quiet, some returned fearful, and some never returned at all. Mama Uju warned Obina seriously. "Do not follow shortcuts," she said. "What grows fast also dies fast." But Obina's impatience had grown bigger than his fear. One night, while his mother slept, Obina packed a small bag and left the house without saying goodbye. The forest was darker than he expected. Tall Iroko trees blocked the moonlight, and strange sounds echoed from every direction. Fear entered his heart, but his feet refused to turn back. After hours of walking, Obina reached a clearing. In the center stood a small mud house, surrounded by clay pots and carvings. Chief Odili came out slowly. He was old, but his eyes were sharp like a hawk's. Without greeting Obina, he spoke. "I know why you have come," he said. "You want wealth without patience." Obina nodded eagerly. Chief Odili smiled and handed him a small calabash, tightly sealed. "Inside this calabash is prosperity," the chief said, "but you must not open it until the next full moon." "If you open it," Obina agreed quickly. Waiting 1 month sounded easy. He returned to the village, holding the calabash tightly. People noticed it immediately. They asked questions. They laughed. They mocked him. "What kind of wealth fits inside a small calabash?" they said. Every night, Obina stared at it. He shook it gently. Sometimes he thought he heard sounds inside, like coins, like whispers calling his name. As days passed, his impatience returned. 3 weeks later, unable to sleep, Obina whispered to himself, "What harm can it do if I just open it a little?" With trembling hands, he broke the seal. The moment the calabash opened, a powerful wind burst out. The room went dark, and Obina screamed. From the calabash poured sickness, poverty, and regret. His strength disappeared. His skin broke out in painful sores. By morning, Obina could no longer stand. Mama Uju rushed to him in tears. My son, she cried. Did I not warn you? With his last strength, Obinna confessed everything that night. That night, under the bright full moon, Uju carried her son back into the forest. She cried and begged the ancestors for mercy. Chifodili appeared again. He looked at Obinna and shook his head. Impatience has eaten you, he said, but because your mother's heart is pure, you will not die. He handed Mama Uju another calabash larger than the first. This one must only be opened when Obinna learns patience, the chief said. Months passed. Obinna slowly recovered. He worked on the farm, even when his body hurt. He learned to wait. He learned to listen. 1 year later, Obinna was no longer chasing quick success. Under the full moon, Mama Uju opened the second calabash. Inside was not gold. It was seeds, yam, cassava, and maize. They planted them. Years passed, and Obinna became one of the most respected farmers in the land. His barns were full. His family never went hungry. People came from far places to seek his advice. Whenever young people asked him about shortcuts to success, Obinna would smile and say, "Wealth that comes too fast leaves too fast. Patience is the calabash that never breaks." And Mama Uju would sit nearby, nodding quietly, her heart finally at peace.